Guys, welcome back to the channel for another video. It's another one of these vlogs, one of these videos which I will be recording at home whilst watching the game. It is Grimsby Town against Newport County. Now, I'm not going to mention playoffs or anything like that. I think it's done. If by some incredible miracle it happens, then, you know, I'll be buzzing. But we're not going to talk about playoffs anymore. It's about finishing this season in the best possible way. Grimsby sit in 21st on 40 points, 2 points above the relegation zone at the start of the day. Newport County in 13th on 55 points, 7 points off the playoffs with 5 games to go. Like I said, we're not going to mention it, but if it somehow happened, then obviously I'd be absolutely over the moon about it. In terms of my prediction for this game, I don't know how it's going to go. Obviously, Madley is in charge of the game, which means we're going to get an absolute atrocious ref in Robbie Madley, innit? Yeah, so it's going to be an absolute shit show in terms of a referee officiating point of view. We know what he done at Wembley against Morecambe. Don't want to go into that to scare fellow Newport County fans, but the lineup for today I'll get to in a minute. But like I said, in terms of a prediction, I'm going to go 2-0. I'm going to go away 2-0 victory. I think we're going to get the job done. Grimsby are awful, and I think we need to bounce back after that 4-0 demolition by Crawley. I'll see when I've got the lineup. So then, the lineup for Newport County. In goals is Nick Townsend, Matt Baker, Scott Bennett, Kyle Jameson as the back three, with Harrison Bright, Charsley, Morris, Lewis as sort of like the advanced players. I think actually we're going with a 5-2-3, I think. So Townsend, Baker, Bennett, Jameson as the centre-backs, Harrison Bright and Adam Lewis as sort of the wing-backs, with Morris and Charsley. And it looks like a front three of Oz Zanzala, Luke Jeffcott and Will Evans. Seb Palmer, Holden, Omar Bogle, Kibon Wright, Nelson Sanka, Matty Bonswell and John Maxted on the bench. It's an interesting team. Like I said, it's great to see Luke Jeffcott start. I think he's been very unlucky with not actually getting starts for us since he's joined. It's a difficult game. There's some very decent players on the pitch for Grimsby and a poor Grimsby side. Gavin Holohan is a great player. We know that Danny Rose couldn't find the back of their net. Abo Isha off the bench. So Harry Clifton as well. So it is going to be a tough game. That's a lineup. I'll see you at kickoff. Come on. Underway at Blundell Park. Grimsby Town versus Newport County. Let's get 3 points. Come on the port. Let's go. Come on. It's been coming, hasn't it? It's been coming all game. Grimsby constantly coming forward, constantly sort of getting past our backline, which I think they've done very effectively in the game so far. And like I said, I really wanted us to go there today and sort of implement our style onto Grimsby. But like I said, I knew this was going to be a difficult game. They're fighting for their lives down at the bottom of the division, and Danny Rose is the man that scored. Going into the game, I said that obviously he was one that we have to sort of keep an eye on, and it's just an annoying goal to concede. Watching it back, and it's like I said, I said our season was done at that game against Crawley, but like I said, finish inside the box. Danny Rose, Grimsby 1, Newport 0. Probably keeps their survival hopes alive, but our season's done now, isn't it? Realistically, it's just finishing on as many points as we can. Grimsby 1, Newport 0. I'm at Blundell Park. Grimsby 1, Newport County 0. Danny Rose with the goal after half an hour or 33 minutes, whatever you want to say. But in terms of that first half, I thought, they fully deserve to be 1-0 in front. You can see why they're the team battling for something, and we're just giving up. I generally think we have just given up. This will be 4 defeats in a row if we lose this one. And, we're dropping down the table at a point where 4, 5, 6 games ago we were looking at a playoff place, and, we could end up bottom half of the table, which will be really distraught. It will make me distraught anyway, considering there was a chance of the playoffs not so long ago. But in terms of the first half, I think Grimsby have offered everything in terms of what their game plan is, frustrate us, but also try and use their advantages to try and get down at us and to try and, get the goal, which they have got now. Danny Rose with the goal. It's a big goal for them. Sutton are losing. Forest Green are losing. So there's big results going their way. So if they can get a win against us, obviously it's going to help them in sort of staying up, basically staying in the division. But big second half from us. I'd get Seb Palmer on. I'd look at maybe getting Omar Bogle on as well. But Half-time at Blundell Park, Grimsby 1, Newport 0. Time at Blundell Park, Grimsby 1, Newport County 0. Season over, season finished, end the season now. That's how I feel about it. Those players on that pitch today were absolutely exhausted. They are knackered. They have played an incredibly long and just elongated season where, you know, we've had a lot of games. Obviously, got quite far in the FA Cup to the fourth round. You know, it was like that was just mental, wasn't it? That was absolutely mental. It was one of those games where Grimsby wanted it more. Grimsby know they're fighting to stay in the Football League, and obviously results going their way, which meant a win here or a win in this game was massive for them. And fair play to Grimsby. They got the goal in the first half. 33 minutes it was. Danny Rose who got the goal. And since then, they just nullified any sort of our attack and nullified any sort of attacks for us. And it was a hard watch in that second half, a very hard watch. Grimsby go away 1-0 winners. And you look back at that and you think those players are absolutely exhausted, not just mentally, but physically. They're knackered. Emotionally, they must be, you know, the fact that they were in the playoff sort of questioning 5-6 weeks ago. And now 4 defeats on the spin. You know, I think we're 15th in the league. It could look like a bottom half finish, which, you know, like I said, 2-3 months ago, never looked like was going to happen. It looked like we were going to do the Newport County thing and push on an incredible late playoff push. But I think the season's done there. We got 4 games left. Accrington, Tranmere, Salford, and then obviously Bradford, final game of the season. Reset in the summer, see what the summer brings in terms of recruitment and stuff like that. Who comes in, who comes out of the squad. Yeah, if you have enjoyed the video, like, share and subscribe. It's going to be hard to do content for these next 4 games because, like I said, the season's over, it's done. But yeah, let's just try and get 4 wins to end the season. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But like I said, if you have enjoyed, like, share, subscribe. Congratulations to Grimsby. They, you know, outplayed us didn't exactly outplay us, but they outplayed the game. You know, they knew exactly what they wanted to do with the game, managed it well, and big 3 points for the Mariners, but defeat for County. It hurts, but like I said, season over. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Up the County.